What is going on YouTube? It's been a while since I last posted, I know, but here I am, I'm back, and I wanted to provide you guys with a raw, very minimally cut video, once again, just a walking video. And today we are in Warsaw, Poland, and we're going to be taking a subway towards the center of the city. We're going to be starting at this station, which is called Polytechnica. It's the subway station that's closest to my house, and we take it often, not as much as the tram, but often enough that I wanted to essentially show you guys what it's like to take it. So my wife's mom and younger sister are visiting from Canada because we have a wedding to go to this upcoming weekend, and we went to go pick them up at the airport, and I just recall the memory of arriving and moving to a new country, a new city that I've never lived in. I've visited in the past, but it's different when you know that you're going to be here for a while. And I just remember how exciting everything was and how new everything was. And so my idea of this video is just to quickly showcase, what everyday life looks like for the individuals that have never visited Warsaw, or individuals that are planning to move to Warsaw, what to expect. So you'll see that none of the subway stations that I visit today there's nothing impressive about them. They're very simple, but it takes nothing to impress me. I just need simple, clean, and trains that arrive on time.
Możliwość przesiadku do pociągów podmiejskich i dalekobieżnych. Centrum. Convenient change to suburban and long distance trains. Drzwi otwierają się z prawej strony.
So I actually shot this video on a Saturday midday, probably around 1 o'clock or so. And it's not that bustling, right? Like, it's not that busy, not crazy. In the evening times, I guess a little bit more packed. Recently, System of a Down played in Warsaw. I think they closed their European tour here. And it was also the FIFA World Cup final on the same day. And at midnight is when I saw it the most packed I've ever seen it. So I would say any given day it's pretty calm, not overcrowded, and always on time, always on time. So that's something that I enjoy about the metro here in Warsaw. The whole transit system, for that matter. So a conversation that comes up quite often that I have with my wife Abby is, where are we going to move to next? Because as some of you may know, we moved to Europe from North America, and we started our first 3 months in Europe located and based in Albania. We stayed 2 months in Tirana, 1 month in Saranda. It was a really, really good transition, and I just obviously want to thank my buddy Mario for setting that up. We got a really nice apartment down there, and we're able to transition very easily into Europe with no stress. But the question and curiosity moves us forward, and even though that we're going to stay here for at minimum another 12 months, we are planning for the future and what we want to do, if we need to save or not for what we plan on doing. And essentially the conversation is where to move to next. And we want to be by the beach. I think that's one thing, right? We want to be by water. I'm okay to sort of leave the big city lifestyle just because Abby and I are fortunate enough to work online. So it doesn't really require us to show up to an office at all. So why live in the big city if we don't need to show up to an office? Another thing that is driving this idea of where to next is, well, I need something to do, right? I think I need a project. Work is good. I work evenings. I mainly start work around 2 o'clock and then work late into the night. But during the daytime, I find just because of this time change or this, let's say, schedule that I have, my mornings are very, very relaxed, super laid back. Essentially, I am living that ultimate European lifestyle of sitting at a cafe, scrolling on my phone, drinking coffee, reading a book, and essentially have very what do you call it? Essentially, I have like so much time to do whatever I want, and my schedule's not packed. Is what I'm trying to say. And I almost feel like I need to work on something. I need to grow. I need to build something. And my idea of where we would settle next and move to next is Italy. Maybe in Tuscany or Sicily, but it's definitely on my Instagram feed a whole lot. Not only Instagram, but also on YouTube. I'm seeing a lot of videos about purchasing homes in Europe, whether that they are move-in ready or require a project. I saw a video recently by Yes Theory where they went to explore those Euro homes, €1 homes in Italy. They weren't sold on the idea on it. I am. I think I am. I haven't seen it yet, but I think it'd be great just to purchase a home for maybe 40 to 70,000 euros that is semi move-in ready. A total other extreme would be to purchase a sailing boat, a nice little sailboat, something that's like 40 to 50 feet, has like those 3 cabins and just like comfortably sleeps Abby and I, and then if we have a guest that wants to come and visit, we can host easily. But neither of our families are boat people, so we never grew up around that lifestyle, so we don't even know what that's like. But I think a driving factor for me is the curiosity, the discomfort, and to always be uncomfortable or wanting to. I feel like I've always had a very, very comfortable life with Not that I didn't have anything to worry about, but I didn't drive myself to do big things and experience new things because maybe I was worried about feeling a little discomfort. So I think I'm over that. I want to pursue stuff. I want to get involved with people that do it and have those conversations and just basically bring those dreams to reality. So I'm curious for you guys, for anyone that's listening that has pulled the trigger and moved somewhere, what did you do? What's your experience? What kind of life are you guys living now versus what you lived in North America? Or if you want to move outside of North America, where would you go? What are you hearing? What are you seeing that's popular or is of interest to you? I'd be curious to read about that. So post your ideas in the comments below. One thing I really like about Warsaw is how structured everything is. You know, you have individuals that are standing at red lights when there are, like, red lights meaning the crosswalk light, and they are refusing to jaywalk even though that there is no cars in sight. There's no traffic in sight whatsoever, and in some cases it's a one-way street, so you're not even risking anything of you forgot to check both ways. But really, I find the Polish people, or at least individuals living in Warsaw, to be very, very structured, and I think that's what what makes Warsaw and makes Poland what it is today, is that they have their principles and the do's and don'ts, and they follow the rules. And if you don't want to follow the rules, then you're welcome to leave. So it definitely makes the society a whole lot better, is what I see. Another thing I really like is the bike lanes and the pedestrian sidewalks and the difference between them. But speaking on the bike lanes, everything is flat here in Warsaw, so it's so easy to cycle. As I maybe mentioned in the previous video, there are two previous videos that I went cycling for just a sightseeing tour when my cousin visited, and we just enjoyed it so much because of how flat Warsaw is. It's so easy just to cycle around and get from destination A to B. Check out this Brabus smart car. I thought it was so cool. It looks so funny. It looks like almost like a Hot Wheel, but it really does look great. Took a quick little pic and posted it on my Instagram to share with everyone, because it's not something you see regularly. A Brabus smart car. Really cool.
kabel tu nie chce też, żeby wkładać, tylko...
Nie, ale to ma być.
No,
No,
no, ja bym to
он попросил меня найти перевозчика. Я с полным проводить буду. Вот, я с полным проводить. Он говорит, все, приезжай, я говорю, я с ним поговорил, говорит, да, не охота. Вот, а тут мы идем с мамой платить. Он же маму видит, как они. Нам надо как бы приезжать. Он сразу работает.
So what I'm looking at right now and what I wanted to show you guys, even though the camera didn't pick it up, is it was like a movie set. They were filming some sort of show or movie, some sort of court case scene. So that was cool to see in downtown Warsaw. I've actually been seeing a lot of movies, or anyways, production companies in my area using the cafes or the streets as their sets. So it's always nice to see when production is going on in the city. They're constantly filming and using each area as part of their set.
To co?
To się proszę.
So this neighborhood is really cool. It has just a strip of cafes, restaurants, shops, you name it, it has it here, and that's why you see all these pedestrians just walking. It is a very, very popular spot. It's where I go to a pub called Shamrock. They have two locations. We watched the FIFA World Cup there, and at their main location, I watch F1, and that's actually where I'm headed to now to watch F1 Hungary, which was a great, great F1 qualifying race that I watched. So it's nice to spend the time in a city around people, and especially connect with other English-speaking people. And where you find them is typically the local pub, so that's where I went. Anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate the love and support that you guys are providing me in watching these videos. I hope you like them. It's definitely great to produce them and showcase what I experience with you guys. Have a good one. See ya.